Okay. Welcome back, everyone. And thank you for working as hard as I saw you guys working. So let's go ahead and present each group. Let's volunteer for each problem. Let's see the solution in a T diagram. So for week 1, day 2, lesson 1, who would like to present?
We'll go ahead and do that one.
Okay, thank you, Anthony. Let's go ahead and see that.
Do you want me to share my screen?
Yes, please.
Okay. So I have it right over here. Will be okay. So our variable A starts at 25 and becomes 12 when we subtract 13. And we're console logging A divided by 2, which gives us 6 right here. And then A now becomes the string hello. So we'll console log A, which is hello, plus hello. But I gotta fix that. There.
Okay. So in the end, we get 6 hello, hello.
That's right, I think.
Okay. Did anyone else get a different result?
I got a space between the hellos.
Yeah, because they are.
Yes.
Yeah, there's that space between. Yeah. So that's how you can add a space between, by the way. Okay, nicely done. So for lesson 2, who'd like to present? Have another group do it.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, thank you, Eric.
Yep. All right. Can you guys see that? Awesome. All right, so we have lesson 2 here. So we have I is equal to 0 here. We go through the for loop, we console log 0. And then we have I equals 0 plus 3, so I becomes 3. And then we add 1, so I becomes 4. Then we console log 4. Well, we compare 4 is less than 10 first. It is. So we go back through it. We console log 4. And then we do the I plus 3 again. So it's 4 plus 3, which is 7. Then we add I again, which becomes 8. 8 is still less than 10. So we console log 8. 8 plus 3 equals 11. Add 1, which is 12. And then 12 is less than 10. So we get out of the loop. 12 is no longer less than 10. So we get out of the loop. And then we console log outside of the loop plus I, which is outside of the loop plus 12.
Nicely done. Awesome. Okay, that's how it's done. Very clean explanation. All right. Thank you, Eric's group.
Yep.
And for lesson 3, who would like to present? Come on, I know someone else did that. Lesson 3. I'll call a group if you guys don't volunteer.
I'll do the next one, but not less than 3.
That is the next one, isn't it? Yeah, we did 1 and then 2. So lesson 3 on week 1, day 2. Let's have Viviana's group do it.
Okay. Yes, I'll go. Share my screen. So we did everything on paper.
Okay.
But just
I'll T diagram it with you. You tell me what to write. Just share me your screen with the problem.
Okay. I think I'm sharing the wrong screen. We're not sharing the screen at all. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Oh, wrong screen.
Okay, so less than 3. And I'll write the T diagram here. It's a little scratchy, but it's okay. All right, so what do we have first?
So we have the variable sum,
Okay,
which is array of numbers, index 0.
so what's that value?
So the value is 1.
Okay,
And then we're going to do a for loop. So if i's equal, we're starting with I equals 0. So variable I equals 0. And
Okay.
it's less than the array numbers of length, which is 4. So then we add the array index 0, which is 1, to the sum, which is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2.
okay,
So it becomes 2.
okay,
And then we add 1 to I, so I becomes 1.
all right,
And then 1 is still less than 4. So then we add array index 1, which is 3, to the sum. So that becomes 5.
okay,
And then, so, okay, and then we add 1 to I, so that's 2. It becomes 2.
okay, but there's one thing we've been forgetting to do. And what about this line here? Console log, the current sum is,
Oh, I didn't do that.
okay, so let's rewind and put those in where they would have been here. So we'll just say the current sum is, and what was the first value supposed to be when we did this?
2.
Okay. That's because we did the adding after. Yeah, so that's right. And then it would have been 5 after, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then let's continue. We added 1, or no, did we? No, what value was it before? Because we added 1 to get to 5, and that's where. So yeah, we have to rewind. So we have to always do the lines in order, or else we'll get mixed up like this.
Okay.
Okay, so the first time we were here, let's start over.
Okay, from the very beginning?
Yeah, let's start over.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so we have our variable, our T diagram. Okay, so sum is what?
Sum is array of numbers index 0, which is 1.
All right, and so then we start the for loop.
Yes. So
Okay.
we start with 0.
All right, and if, yep, I 0.
Yes.
All right, so let's start with that. And then what do we do next?
So I is less than 4 because the array length is 4.
Right, okay, so then it is true.
Sorry, it's 3.
3, yes. So then with I is less than 3, then we go ahead and enter, right? And so now what do we do?
So now we do sum at, so now we add array index 0 to the sum. So 1 plus 1 is 2.
Oh, but before we, yep, okay. So we do that. Now the new value is 2. And then what do we do next?
And then we console log the current sum is.
Yes. The current sum is, and then we'll start with it being 2. This will be our console area.
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's continue. And so then what do we do next after the console log?
So then we add 1 to I, so I becomes 1.
Okay.
Then 1 is less than 3.
Mm-hmm.
So we add array of numbers index 1 to the sum, so 2 plus 3. So the sum becomes 5.
Okay.
And then we console log the current sum is 5.
Okay.
And then we add 1 to I. So I becomes 2. And then 2 is less than 3. So we add the array of numbers index 3, which is 5, to the current sum. So
Okay.
5 plus 5 is 10. So the sum becomes 10.
Okay.
And then we console log the current sum is 10.
Okay.
And then I becomes 3. So 3 is not less than 3. So the for loop stops there.
All right.
And then we console log the total sum is 10.
The total sum is 10. All right, nicely done. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Viviana Scribb. Now let's move on. Actually, you know what? We'll end it there. I know I asked some groups to move on to week 1, day 3, but we'll save that for tomorrow. Okay. So let's go ahead and stop the recording. Well, actually, sorry. Before I do that, does anyone have any questions about any of the algos we went over today? Pretty standard stuff, right? For loops, we know them. Okay, good. All right, so I'll stop the recording